All right, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in, everybody. Let's talk about it. Come on in, everybody. I'm gonna wait for a few minutes to come on in. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing, man? Happy Monday to everybody. Let's talk about it. Come on in, everybody. I'm gonna open up this chat too for some people, man, so we can get in here and and get get talking about this information. But come on in, everybody, man. The transfer portal, once again, the transfer portal giveth, and the transfer portal taketh away, man. So let's talk about it, man. You guys, I'll wait for a second for everybody to come on in. Wait a minute. I know somebody didn't just say, wow, I'm getting all kinds of information right now. This thing is getting, it's I'm gonna wait for some people to come in, man. Wow. Um, Man, this is, come on in, everybody. Come on in, everybody. Let's talk about it, man. What's up, family? I'm gonna put the link in the chat. We'll talk about this together. But listen, man, it's been about, I guess, 4 years, 4 years now. About 4 years that I've been involved with this, doing all of the interviews, the recruiting, all this stuff, man. Um, and one thing about it, man, for me personally, you watch these guys, you look at them, you watch their film in high school, you do videos about these guys. So in a sense, you kind of get to know a lot of these guys, and sometimes in some instances, you do know these guys. You know that you get to know their parents, you get to know the families. So sometimes you kind of feel somewhat connected. So it's a bittersweet thing. And I understand this aspect of college football, which is the transfer portal. But man, sometimes some guys, you look at it, you say, wow, man, it's crazy. But B-Jack is in the transfer portal. It looks like Xavier Jordan is in the transfer portal. And you got to, at the end of the day, man, here's how I look at this thing. These guys, these guys have to do what's best for them. When you look at it from a playing time perspective, all of these guys, they got to do what's best for them. Man, you look at the running back room, and quietly to myself, a lot of times, and I'll put this link in the chat after I'm finished talking. You guys can come on in, but the link is going to be in the chat. But a lot of times, me personally, the way I look at it and talk to myself about it, when I looked at it from the running back room perspective, I said to myself, you got so many guys. Of course, you got Wayman Jordan. You got King Miller, who looked like he's doing some phenomenal things. You had B-Jack, who was right there. And I love B-Jack's running style. But I know he was hampered by the turf toe this year. But he's always been one of those running backs I love. He kind of always remind me of myself, running back wise, because I was about the same. I was about 6 feet, 220 pounds when I came out of high school, and he reminded me of himself. And I'm just, so I kind of felt a certain way about B-Jack. I'm just gonna keep it 100. That's just me. I've always kind of felt that way about him. But you understand, when you look at these running back rooms, I understand that we got guys that are coming in like Deshaun Rideau. You got guys coming in like Sean Austin. The running back room, and I said to myself that the running back room was going to be extremely crowded. I knew that. And I kind of wondered, my mind started automatically going to different places saying, I wonder who's going to leave, who's going to stay, and who's going to leave. Because I knew at the end of the day, somebody was going to leave and somebody had to leave, because it's only, you still have Riley Wormley as well. And then you have Harry Dalton. And so you got all of these running backs, and that's about like 7 running backs. Deshaun Austin, and I think these guys are actually going to move in. Most of these recruits, I think they're going to come in around, I think, December. And so you got Sean Austin, you got Harry Dalton, you got Deshaun Rideau, you got Brian Jackson. Before this, you have King Miller, you have Wayman Jordan. Who am I missing? Riley Worm, that's 7. And I know I'm missing somebody. So when you look at the running back, King Miller, that's 8. So I knew that there was going to be something. But I'm going to open up some of these calls, man. But that's kind of my opening statement. it's always going to be a bittersweet thing, especially with some of these players. And some of you guys, just like me, you might have an attachment to some of these players more so than others. And for me, honestly, B Jack, I just could identify with him. Like I said, for those who are just coming in, we got 300 something. He always reminded me of myself the way I ran the ball. I was very similar to the way B Jack ran the ball, and the exact same size. 6 feet, 220, 225. He reminded me of myself, so I just had a little bit of attachment. So that's my little spill on that, man. I'm gonna open these calls up to some people, man, and we could talk about it. Young Tiny, what's the word?
What up, bro? How you doing?
What? All right, let me add a couple at a time.
That's
Carter,
cool.
Carter, what's up, big dog?
What's up with it, Jay?
Hey, man, the transfer portal giveth and the transfer portal taketh away.
Carter, what up? What up, bro?
What's up with it, Tony?
Chilling, chilling.
Man, how you guys doing tonight, man?
Oh, I'm smooth, man. I kind of seen those two coming though. I had already kind of
Yeah,
knew Xavier Jordan for a minute, but
yeah,
the way
yeah,
like you,
yeah,
yeah,
yep.
like you just alluded to though, all the running backs we got and that we got coming in and got on the roster. It's unfortunate. Like I wish him well, but I kind of seen him that coming, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
I didn't
I
know if he
seen
was
it.
gonna I didn't know if he was gonna thug it out or like, but I kind of like you feel me? Like you just be having that feeling like damn, like and I kind of felt it though, man. But Jordan, no, I kind of knew that already for a minute, but
I knew that. I felt the same
Hey,
way with B Jack, and I just kind of went for sure. I know he suffered the turf toe, and but
right,
at the end of the day, man, the running back rule is absolutely. I think I just counted off about 8 running backs, with the guys coming in, which is incredible. And you guys, Carter, you can speak to this too. You guys could, I'm listening to a lot of people, man, already making reference to like the transfer portal and let's go get a receiver. But the thought that crossed my mind when everybody's talking about let's go get a receiver is we got a bunch of receivers already, and we got receivers coming in. Yeah, I know people gonna be talking about, oh, we want this number one receiver or whatever, but I don't think I think people be talking just like my pops used to tell me sometimes for the side of their neck, not really thinking about some of the talent that we got that's already currently there, man. So what you guys' thoughts, Cardi? I know you was about to say something.
did you bring up Conley? Have y'all talked about Conley yet?
Man, I don't even. Man, you about to mess me. Hey, man, what?
Conley transferred. He hopped in the portal.
yep,
That one
yep,
surprised me, Jay. I was texting it to you, but I guess you was already going live.
Man,
yeah,
I don't even.
There's
Yeah,
another one I heard too though. But I don't want to. I hit you. I text you, Jay, but I'm like I don't know. Crazy.
I got Braylon. If you watching this, man, I got love for him, man. He had a commitment video, man, and I still got it. I think he put me in his commitment video. He came on my show, and dang, man, I don't even know what to say.
I'm sorry to be the
Uh,
one breaking to you. I thought you
nah,
knew. Hey, I thought that's why you went live. I thought you seen that when it said I'm going live.
man, no, man, I didn't even. But
He was
anyway,
playing
yeah,
too. He was playing.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. So, man, hey, what's you guys' thoughts on that? That's wild.
Like I
That
said, it surprised me because he was playing. He was playing, so that surprised me. It ain't surprising when a player
man,
that ain't playing transfer.
where'd you see that at? I hadn't even been, man. I just got out of Bible study, man. I'm up here. I'm lost in all types of sauce, and I get greeted with all these messages, and I'm just thinking, like, man, is this a joke? Um, where'd you see that at? Where, where'd you see Conley at? I don't even see it on here. I see DJ Jordan, and I don't see Conley though. Where'd you see that? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, fam.
Yeah,
Carter, you still there?
he might have. I don't know. He might have cut out for a minute. I gotta double check that. I hope that's not the case. I hope that's just a because all I see is B Jack on here right now. I don't see Conley. I'm about to
What you
have to
looking
hit.
on? What you looking on, Jay?
I'm looking on Twitter and I'm looking on Instagram, and I'm just I don't see anything about Conley, and I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, that's
Man, God, dog.
yeah. I kind of
Yeah, yeah,
yeah
Dang. I'm just seeing that now. All
yeah.
right.
It
You know what? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I see it now. All right. Hey, Carter, you still there? He
No,
might have. I think he
I think
dropped out.
Carter. I think Carter got on, man. What's up,
So
Fred? The
anyway,
better. I see you.
So
Yeah,
anyway, I'm
man.
gonna get to some of these calls real quick. Hey man, the transfer portal, and like I said, man, it's been like 4 years, going on 4.5 years now that we've been doing this. And
Right.
hey, this is casualties, man. This is a part of it. I'm surprised, Conley, though. I'm very that kind of call. Hey man, Carter just cold cocked me with that one.
Yeah, but I mean, but like you say, it's really crazy because it's like, bro, you was playing, you was getting run. So you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like, was you not happy with this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
No,
Like you was getting
I don't know. I don't know. I just know
yeah.
like I don't even know. I can't speculate. I don't even know.
Nah,
I
I
don't
ain't
even I don't even
speculating. He
yeah, I
got
don't even know where
on.
to
You
begin.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. So I
So
don't
any
know.
so anyway, bro, yeah, I'm gonna get through some of these calls. What's your overall thoughts on this? Wow, Braylon Conley?
So Jay, I feel like you feel, but at the same
Yeah.
time, what you was just talking about too right now are people what I'm saying, going crazy talking about we should hit the transfer portal for this. Like, but then it's the same people, in my opinion, that'll be like, oh, we're not developing our players. Like, how you ever
Yeah, it's I know they got this big time receiver. I've been noticing them, man. The receiver from Michigan State, he's a baller. But at the end of the day, man, I'm looking at guys like Corey Sims, bro. I'm looking at so many. I mean, I can. We still got Prince Stratton. We still got Zacharias Williams. We still got all Booby Feaster coming in. You got all of these guys, and I'm just thinking, man, like at
I
some
know,
point,
bro.
to your point, we got to ask ourselves about development, and we got to ask ourselves if we're going to develop. Do we continue to go get these guys? Now from a defensive line standpoint, that's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? But the skill position, I just don't think that's where we go, man. But
Right.
anyway, man,
I agree. I agree. I agree.
yeah, yeah,
I agree. I
yeah,
agree. We got to give our players time to develop because we got the youngsters coming in too, and then
yeah,
we have some super freshmen this year, along with like I'm saying, Abasari, he gonna be good too. So it's
absolutely,
like I agree with that. We can't look at the misses that we done missed and the players that I'm saying probably didn't do what we thought they was gonna do. We got to look at what we got, the
yeah,
future coming in too. So it's like at the end of
yeah.
the day, bro. I don't know. We gotta stay solid, bro.
No,
It's
for real.
crazy. It's crazy, Jay, because like everybody gonna have them players which everybody got their favorites, everybody got they what I'm saying, they wish
Yeah,
list
yeah.
or they players, but it's like just in the overall general thing, it's like, bro, this the times we in now, fam.
Man, college football is so much different now. But like you said, it is what it is, man, and we got to accept it. And that's just another casualty, man. Brian Jackson, Braylon Conley, dang, that's a shot. And then
I
Xavier
used to
Jordan.
sit there, I used to sit there and watch B Jack like on the sideline, like his body language and all that, and just be like, dang, bro, like, you know what I'm
Well, he
saying? Like,
was he was hurt. He had the turf toe. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like I had turf toe before. Like trying to come back from that turf toe. Like really, the only thing to get better for that is just really being off of it. And he tried to. He came in. I think it was during the Michigan game when those guys got hurt. He came in. He scored. He balled out. He did his thing. But of course, the toe wasn't going to be healed. You could give a shot or do whatever. Try to mask it for a minute. But at the end of the day, that thing is not going to be. So he was ultimately not 100%. And so I think he probably saw the writing on the wall. You look at it, that Wayman Jordan, you look at the emergence of King Miller. He probably saw it, man. And unfortunately, he wants to go get some more playing time. So I
yeah.
understand it.
I,
It's,
I
it's,
didn't
it's
see
tough.
yeah. I didn't see no. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't see the official announcement on Braylon though.
I
You know what I'm
saw.
saying?
I just saw. I just went to. Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody just sent it to me. He
Yeah.
actually announced it. I don't think it's put out there
It ain't
yet.
on what's the name.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had kind of heard rumblings. You know what I'm saying? Like just like with
Yeah.
Jordan, but I
Yeah.
don't know, bro.
Yeah. Yep. So hey, it is what it is. Hey, the call in. Wait, where are you? The call in is it's a link in my chat. Here, I'm putting it in the chat right now on YouTube. You guys, all you guys, we got about 700 people in here. But listen, all you guys on Twitter, you got to come over to YouTube. USCJ. Hey, listen, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. The guys I interviewed, man, and it was like that with Darwin Barlow, man. When I had him on, I remember
I remember that.
your mom's reached out, all that about the transfer portal. Same. It's just like, man, you get attached to some of these dudes. And I had Brylon Conley on here, interview him. Super
Uh,
humble guy. I've always had a special place in my heart for him, and I hate to see it,
yeah,
but it is it's
yeah.
rough. It's rough.
It's rough. It's rough, but it's love, bro. We respect what they doing, what they got to do for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some of them, just to keep it 100, I'm not gonna understand, but some of it I will. Like I kind of felt when once King Miller broke out, bro. I already
dang.
knew. Like I had a feeling. I was like, oh, it's so ugh. Like
Yeah,
you said, like it was it gonna be him or one of the youngsters or you know what I'm saying? Was somebody gonna change pace? Like, you know, people are already throwing out narratives that weren't gonna flip on us, and I'm just like, bro, we just gotta wait to see how everything fall, bro.
yeah. My
You know
head
what I'm
about to be
saying?
spinning with all this mess. But all right, man. Hey, so I'm gonna take some more of these calls, fam, and I appreciate you though. I
All
got
the
it all
time.
kind of stacked up in here.
All right, bro, do your
Okay.
thing.
All right,
I'm in
fam.
the chat. All right.
All right. Russ, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I just before we jump in, man, I just want to give a shout out to B-Jack. He really acquitted himself well in the A&M game, and it's just a damn shame that he really the circumstances just worked against him this year. But even with everything working against him, dude, every time that dude was involved in a flea flicker, it went for a score, I think, or a big gain.
No, for real. Yeah.
Guys better for have to be a power back and not agility not be your thing. I always have a soft spot for the big guy being a great flea flicker facilitator and it's contributing in different ways
Yeah.
when he was being squeezed for playing time due to injuries and just King Miller just obviously coming out gangbusters.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just one of those things, man. I mean, we've been a part of this now, like I said, for about 4 years now, and some of the guys, man, you get a certain attachment to. And I don't know if you'll follow me. When Darwin Barlow was here, I had him on the channel, interviewed him, and just to see him go, it was the same type of bittersweet thing. You want the best for him because at the end of the day, I understand it. If I was a player, you look at how some of the positions are stacked, like the running back room. You understand that they're doing it for their own best interest, and I get it. So it's bittersweet, but I understand it.
Yeah, man, and this is where the NFL is so much more transparent when it comes to player movement. I grew up a Charger fan, and I remember when we lost Darren Sproles and Michael Turner. I mean, we had LT, we had Sproles, we had Michael Turner in the running back room at one point. But it's like, there's a salary cap, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we can franchise one of these guys one time, and then they're gonna, it's like, it's just there. This is just, it's a total black box. If I had to guess, I think Conley acquitted himself pretty damn well. And he was probably getting offers from other schools, and he, I don't know if, you have to make, Bowden and the front office, you get like a finite amount of NIL money. And, we saw it last year when we let Deuce and Zachariah, what was his last name?
Zachariah Branch.
Zach Branch.
Yeah.
I mean, look, dude, Deuce would have been a great third option this year. And Zach, if we got Zach Branch, a little more comfortable, he could have definitely contributed. But we made, you have to play like, you have to run your front office like the Patriots sometimes, back when they were winning all those Super Bowls. And we made that business decision. Like, we got Jacoby, we got Mackay. We can only keep two of these guys. They all want pay raises. I think we picked the right two to keep. Nothing against the other guys that left. They both had good
Yeah.
seasons.
No, I
So,
agree. We kept Lemon and we kept Lane. And
yeah,
now, don't get it twisted. But both of them actually. Zachariah Branch is having a phenomenal year, but
yeah,
I think Deuce is even having much more. Yeah, bro, I just saw it. I hate to see that Conley thing, but Zachariah Branch is even having more of a phenomenal. I mean, not
yeah,
Deuce Robinson. He's having. I think he has like 900 some yards
right.
receiving right now. But however, you look at what Makai's doing. Makai is look. I mean, you see it. The proof is in the pudding. Top three for Biletnikoff Award right now. So yeah, I would say we kept the right ones. At the end of the day, like I don't. And a lot of people say, "Oh, well, why you let Branch go? Why you let Deuce Robinson go?" It was almost impossible after all of those guys recognized their own talent. The same way with B Jack and the same way with Conley and some of these other guys. It's almost impossible to keep all of them or everybody to coexist together because it's like they understand the opportunities and they understand their value somewhere else. And I get it. I understand it. I mean, I'm not. And so it is what it is.
Yeah, man. And it's just until there's some more transparency, we're just going to be stuck here.
Yeah.
Wondering why did these kids leave? I mean, some of them are obvious. B-Jack's obvious. The dude got squeezed. No fault of his own. But yeah, I mean, Conley, it's going to be a mystery, man. Because I think he really helped. He helped us down the stretch, man.
Yeah.
Like our DB play was sus at the first 4 or 5 games, and then once some injuries started piling up, and he was one of these dudes who came out and really saved the season for us. And not
Right.
only did he prevent it from going off the wheels, but we turned in. We kind of got this like MO as like the second half team where the defense shuts the door and like that sort of thing. And yeah, so I wish the kid nothing but the best, but I know what you're saying, man. I just wish we had answers,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm gonna take some more of these calls,
For
man.
sure,
I definitely
man.
definitely appreciate you coming in, man.
Yeah, man, we're on the right track. This happened last year, remember? It was a
Hey, it happened with,
on fire.
it happened with Quinn.
Go
It happened.
by and everything. We get guys coming in, right? Like it always sucks at the beginning,
It
but
sucks, yeah, but we always get over it. But yeah, it sucks, and I think more so, especially when you have some of these guys come on, you just kind of get an attachment to them. But at the end of the day, I understand the game. College football now is so much different, but it is what it is.
we got the front office now, the full front office.
Yeah,
not Bowden coming in for a couple weeks before this whole thing started, but like this is, I'm gonna trust the guy until he, him and Jen and all the, I trust them all until they give us a reason not to.
Yeah, they know better than me. I can tell you that.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy.
Okay,
Fight
Russ,
on, man.
fight on. Let's see here. Paulie, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Jay? Hey,
Man.
thank you. Wow, what a crazy day. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh,
I'll make
man.
I'll
Hey,
make this quick.
absolutely.
I know you have a lot of calls, but it's just it's the ever changing landscape of college football now, man. That's really made it so difficult. Can you imagine the way we struggle with it? Can you imagine how the university struggles it with our coaches, how the front office? I can
Yeah.
only imagine how hard it is to be able to keep some of these guys. Yeah, we form developments. I mean, we develop these relationships with these guys, like with B Jack. I really, man, it just broke my heart to hear that because
I hate it, man.
I wanted to see him really just have a full year to show people what he can do and then just go from there because I know the next 2 guys that are coming in, let's just be real, there's no denying the talent that these 2 kids have that are coming in.
Absolutely. Yeah,
And-
I mean,
and-
it. You got to think how he was looking at it though. From that,
Yeah.
I think I counted off about eight running backs will be total with the guys that are coming in.
Yeah.
So I get it. I understand his position.
Yeah. We talked about this before. Remember that class that had the CJ Gable and that big, massive running back group that came in?
Right.
Bradford and all those guys all in one group. And, some weren't able to stick around and some did. But when I look at it now, it's the pressure to win now. This microwave society that we live in, everybody wants instant gratification immediately. That's why these freshmen are coming in now and are being thrust into the action a lot more, which causes a lot more. It causes competition for precision battles and stuff like that. But at the same time, you want to see these guys develop the right way. I looked at this 2025 class that we had that just played, and these young guys that just played this year, man, they got some great valuable experience. And I'm all for that as well. Competition's good, but at the same time, it's hard to say goodbye to some of these guys, man. It really is, Jay.
No, it
But
is. It is. I agree
but
with you,
listen,
man.
man, you take care of yourself. I don't want to hold the line up. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much for all your support, man. I got nothing but love for you. All right,
Hey,
fight
thank
on,
you,
man.
brother. Hey, appreciate you, Polly. Let's see. Let me get him up here. Christian, what's the word, bro?
Man, hey, what's going on? Man, my favorite caller was the caller 2 calls ago that said he was a Charger fan. Man, that's my guy.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man, but it's all good. I forgive you for
Hey, that's
it.
hey, Jay, I mean, we kind of veterans at this now in this NIL thing, man. So we go through this every year, right?
Every
We
year,
go through
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
highs and the lows. We already knew coming at the end of the season, every team, not just USC, with how the portal be jumping. Some people was gonna leave, some people was gonna come. But first off, just shout out to everybody, all the USC players that is leaving. We appreciate everything you've done for this team. We wish you the best of wishes.
Absolutely.
Um, one thing I just want to talk to you about, see where you stand on it. I kind of got a little piece of it earlier when I was listening. I was talking to B about it earlier. Of course, we always on different sides. I think that's why we make good partners. So we, we argue back and forth, and people enjoy it. Hey, but
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with the development aspect of it all. But the reason I would say it, if Marsh is available, I don't see a problem bringing him in. Is because if you look at it, we're losing a lot this year, right at the wide receiver position. A lot of production, a lot of experience, and limited lanes. We losing Richardson. Jordan already had went to the Porter. Zamora, a senior. You know what I'm saying? So coming into next year, our most experienced, productive wide receiver will be Tanuk Hines, which will be a true sophomore, and we will have Williams and Prince John, but the experience they didn't play much this year due to injury. Behind them would be all what redshirt freshmen and true freshmen. There's no experience really in that wide receiver room with playing in these big time atmospheres in the Big Ten, playing in these clutch games like that. Our most experienced, productive wide receiver would be a true sophomore who is really good, but bringing in some production like Marsh and with his experience and playing in these Big Ten arenas already against Ohio State, against Iowa, against all these teams that he will face and have the experience with his skill level, we're talking about one receiver. That's not going to stunt the growth of any of the redshirt freshmen and true freshmen coming in by bringing in one experienced wide receiver. I
I
think it
don't.
would do the wide receiver
Yeah.
room some good.
I don't think it necessarily will. I just always ask myself, the same way like with Brian Jackson. Brian Jackson, and I understand the business, and let me make this disclaimer real quick. The coaches always, they know what's best, and I think one thing I always said, I will never question, especially from an offensive standpoint, Lincoln Riley and what he does and what he wants to do. But I will say this: I can remember, my mind always goes back to when we got Jordan Addison, and I remember we had guys like Gary Bryan. We had guys like, you name it, Michael Jackson the third, who ended up having a pretty decent year, with Purdue. We had Taj Washington. I mean, we had so many guys, and we had Mario Williams. We had so many guys, and you just kind of felt like some of those guys, you felt like, to an extent, didn't get used, but then, and so you just kind of wonder in the back of their mind, where would they go? What would they do? And I think of guys that are currently there, such as Corey Sims. I believe he's going to be a phenomenal athlete, and I believe this number one class that's coming in. I kind of feel like they're not necessarily they're the number one class for a reason. I don't think they're the number one class just for the number one class. I think they're high caliber, such as Booby Feaster. We just got a prediction today about Caden Dixon White. I think he's a phenomenal guy. I think some of these guys are going to be a Tanuk Hines type of talent, meaning that they're going to see the field immediately opposed to just not seeing the field. Some of these guys are already, from a physical standpoint, I think they're just some big guys. And so I'm just saying that at some point the development aspect has to kick in. But I understand both sides really, because you see a guy like Marsh who's still a sophomore and he has a lot of years left. And it was the same way with Wayman Jordan, who was a junior college guy. And you got 4 years now, even though you've been in junior college for 2 years with the new rule that just came out. So it's kind of like a sticky situation. It's a thin line. Like, what are you, darn if you do and darn if you don't. And so, yeah, I kind of get it, man.
Yeah, because see, my thing with Marsh is that you get Marsh, you're not only getting experience, but you're getting production on this level. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, if we don't, like I said, we're looking at, and I believe in the talent of Booby Fish and all those kids and Dixon Wyatt. I know they're going to be good,
Yeah.
but are we wanting to get on the field against Ohio State with the 5-5? Like, are we saying we're going to go four freshmen and a true sophomore? You see what
I
I'm
get
saying?
it.
Like
Yeah,
there has to
I
be some
see,
experience.
yeah, I
There
see
has to be
both
some
sides.
experience in that wide receiver room somewhere, and bringing in one experienced, productive wide receiver,
Right.
it's not going to hamper the development of our redshirt freshmen or our true freshmen. Then you think about it this year, right? Um, we don't know what the roster gonna look like, but the projection probably will be that Tanu Hines, strong, because I think Lemon and like definitely gone right to NFL.
I'm kind of on the fence about like I know Lemon's gone. There's no question about it. His draft stock is just you talk about a top 10 pick. But as far as I kind of wonder, I'm not sure. I would assume Jacoby's leaving, but I'm not sure for sure. Hey, bro, the link is in the chat. Anybody that's looking for this, if you hey listen, if you're on Twitter, the link is not in Twitter. The link is going to be on YouTube. I need everybody that comes on. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the share button once you get to YouTube. But the link is I just put in the chat. So let me ask you, what did B Jenks say? He's going different with that.
Yeah, I don't want to quote it, but my understanding, Big G is that he's looking at it from a general manager aspect, and what he's saying is Marsh is probably going to come at a premium, and if we bring Marsh in, we would have
Exactly.
to
It's
we
all
would
it's
have
a
to lose
yeah.
we would have to lose Williams and Strong, but I don't think that would be the case because Williams and Strong.
Hold on for a second. I'm gonna tell you right now that's the case. Now I've heard yeah, that's the case. Listen, those type of numbers with that type of receiver, bro.
So let me ask
That,
you this: I don't think he would come in getting more than what Makai Lemon got, right? Which is
uh,
which is
I,
and so check this out. And Lemon, so if Lemon go, Lane go, right? Richardson go. We got four of the wide receivers that has left. I mean, he would just we're freeing up a lot of NIL with what we're losing, right? He would take up lanes in he would take up Lemon NIL. We still have Lane NIL and the rest of the wide receivers that we're losing.
hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not saying he's gonna come in for that, but what I'm saying is his numbers are gonna require that, which means that I'm not sure we're gonna be willing to pay that. Okay, let me ask you this. Jordan Addison he won the Biletnikoff Award. I think he had 1,500 or some yards. Do you think he's a Jordan Addison type of caliber player?
I think he can be there with a better team.
But what I'm asking
Michigan,
you, based on the numbers, is he a Jordan Addison type of player?
not based on numbers. He only had 600 some yards this year with injuries.
Right. So, yeah, that's man. It's a sticky situation. I'm glad I'm not the one that has to figure that out. But I will say, man, that I don't know if you're going because here's the thing, man. We saw us as a team. I think if anything, you go and get the trench players like a Derek. I mean, I'm just saying that you look at this year. Where were we hurting at the most?
Interior defensive line and linebacker.
Okay. Well, I think you just kind of, what I'm saying, without really trying to go into detail about that, I think you pretty much answered.
Yeah, but again, if we look at what the NIL that's being freed up on the defensive side of the ball, right? We're losing Lucas, we're losing Gentry, we're losing Bishop, we're possibly losing Ramsey, right? So again, that's all NIL that's being freed up on the defensive side. We're being freed up on the offensive side. We're unfortunately we lost BJ. Lemon and Lane is two big NILs that's about to be freed up. So the NIL the NIL will be there. I can't see Marsh coming in for more than what Lemon NIL was by himself, or what Lane's NIL was by himself. I don't see them giving him a bigger NIL than theirs.
I'm not saying they would, but what I'm saying is this, and I hope you
Oh,
can
what he
read
might
between
be
it.
asking for.
There
Yeah,
you go.
what he
Bingo,
might be
bingo.
asking for.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
And other teams willing to give it to him. Thank you. I just
Got
want
you,
to.
got you.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Got
Thank
you.
you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean by his numbers. His numbers are going to essentially. I mean, they're gonna generate that. I mean, just because he's a big physical wide receiver, and that's what he's gonna require. And I'm not sure if we're gonna be willing to pay that. I'm not sure. I'm not saying we will or we won't. I'm just saying from the need aspect. I'm looking at the need aspect. USC's a 9-3 team, and I think when you looked at some of the games, whether it's the Notre Dame game, whether it's the Oregon game, or whether it's the Illinois game. The main issue that we looked at for those particular games were, the line of scrimmage, and so I think
Right.
it's important for us to really address it. If we address the portal, I feel like it's important to address the portal from that aspect because that's what's going to get us over the hump. We've seen us have some of the best talent in the country from a skill position standpoint, and we still
But we don't
lost.
have the trenches.
We had
So let
Caleb.
me let
Yeah,
me let me rephrase what I'm saying. I'm saying if he's available and willing to come
yeah.
for the right price, and it's not through the roof, we should look at bringing him in just because of the
I
production
got it.
experience
I see
and
what you're
what we're
saying.
losing, and all the production we're losing at wide receiver, and outside of Chinooks Hines, we don't have any really experience at the wide receiver group or production.
No, I feel what you're saying. I totally feel what you're saying. And on the flip end, I'm just saying his number. He's probably. I don't know if another receiver. He's probably gonna be like he's like a Jordan Addison, but the numbers are not there from a 1,500 standpoint. But he's like the
Right.
Jordan Addison of this transfer portal right now.
And him and the wide receiver from Auburn probably gonna be the top two wide receivers in the portal.
Wait a minute. The wide receiver from Auburn, he's in the portal.
Number 8, what's his name? He fumbled on the last drive against Alabama Saturday.
What? What?
Is
What?
it Coleman?
Uh, Man, you all. Hey, Jay, this dude, he be tripping me out. Hey, you always lost in the sauce, bro. Always. But fight on to you, bro. Fight on.
In the
Uh,
pasta sauce. He's in the pasta sauce.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I agree with this statement. Wide receiver is the easiest position to play as a freshman, and that's the point I'm trying to make, man. When you look at high caliber guys like a Booby Feaster, even a Corey Sims, you look at these guys. I just really kind of feel like some of the guys we got, coupled with some of the guys we got coming in, and that's how I look at it when we talk about addressing portal needs. So, and I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not saying I'm right, but that's just how I see it. I feel what you're saying though.
No, we're in agreement. I think first and foremost, the defensive side of the ball, the
Yeah,
position group we said should be the main thing that we go after.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm saying that if he's available out there and willing to come from the right price, we need that production and really that
Right,
experience. I understand
right.
what my guy USC Priority said. Wide receiver is the easiest position, but we've also seen wide receivers, you know, come in as true freshmen and have to adapt and get used to the speed of the game on the college level and the physicality and the bumps and things as well.
Absolutely.
And and like I said, returning next year, our most productive, experienced wide receiver, which is really good, will be a true sophomore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I agree with this statement too, man. USC needs to start implementing more analytics and player evaluations when it comes to paying.
Especially
I feel.
portal.
Yeah, the
Especially
portal.
the
It's
portal.
it's the port. Well, I think that's what he's talking about. When the portal, because I think a couple of times, it is no belittling nobody, it's no bashing, but I just think we kind of struck out a little bit when you talk about the interior from the. And it's nothing against them. I just think we were expecting more of a push on the trenches. You know what I mean? I just felt like we expected more than that, and so from that aspect, I just think we kind of got to address it that way because listen, we right here at the hump, and then when you look at next year, if you had any concern more so We play Ohio State next year at home. We play Oregon at home. We go to Penn State. So if I had one position that I said, look, what is going to be my biggest concern, and I had to do process of elimination, I'm going to say, look, let's go.
I'm starting off with that zero technique.
Bingo, bingo. So I love, I want to see. Jakeem Stewart has did some phenomenal things. I think, man, I could have left him in the game. I mean, because like him and Floyd Boucard, those two super freshmen are absolutely incredible. I like seeing Devin Tompkins maybe at that edge spot. I mean, so I think we're going to lose Anthony Lucas. So, it's like, hey.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Anthony Lucas, yeah, I think he's gone, man. So,
Yeah, he's a senior.
yeah, I think we gotta kind of look at it from that perspective. But anyway, let me take some more of these calls. I got some calls coming in, man.
All right, bro.
All right, I appreciate you, family. All right, let's see here. Daryl, how you doing?
Hey, USCJ, I'm blessed. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm great.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I'm with you. The trenches. That's really it for me. The trenches. I mean, we have all the skill guys, but we need to make them stops.
Absolutely.
That's what Pete Carroll's teams did. And I'm not saying it's a Pete Carroll thing, but he's a defensive-minded coach.
Right.
And he always brought in serious interior D linemen.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to run up the middle with Cedric Ellis, Leonard Williams. I mean, we need some dogs in there that make people alter their offense.
Absolutely.
Not running the ball on us, with no. We missed too many tackles, man. I mean, I don't have nothing against the linebackers, but the linebackers that I'm used to seeing with, Malanuga and all of them and Bryan Cushing, I mean, them guys did not miss tackles. We need people that can tackle and go into the portal and grab as many defensive guys. We have an unstoppable offense.
No, absolutely, man. So I don't think, especially with the Lincoln Riley offense, man.
Right.
I think we don't never have to worry about that. I mean, even some of the guys we got, I mean, Lincoln Riley has literally made this offense and the way it moves, especially if Jaden Mayava comes back, like I've been hearing that he is coming back. He comes back. Listen, man, it is absolutely going to be something special. Let me say something real quick. Everybody that's on Twitter, I just put the link in the chat. I want you guys to come over. We got almost 1,500 people in here. I'm going to take a picture so you guys can see between YouTube and Twitter. I need you guys to make sure that you come on YouTube right now and subscribe. I kind of started up just to get you guys going, but I want you guys to subscribe to the channel. Almost 1,500 people, and I know all of you guys are not subscribed on Twitter. So what I'm going to do is delete this on Twitter right now, but the link is in the chat. You guys can come on in right now, but we're about to cancel this on Twitter right now. The link is in the chat. No, excuse me, not the chat. The link is on Twitter. Make sure when you come on YouTube, subscribe. Let me take this out of Twitter right now. That is way too many people in here without subscribing, man. They be good. I just do it, man, but they need to come on over.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's kind of where we at right now with it, man. And
right.
Yeah.
I think that, like you said, we fix the situation in trenches. We win those. We give ourselves a great chance to win against Oregon, Ohio State. The teams that are in the top tier. We just need to fix the leak, and that was in the interior D lineman, and we had some athletic men, but we need some meat in there to plug it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and get to that quarterback, be a threat to get to him every time with just 4 or 5. That's all.
Yeah. And that's all we need.
Other than that, I have no complaints about the transfer portal. I'm going to tell you, whoever really wants to be a Trojan, King Miller set the tone with coming in with nothing and made it into something.
Man,
so sometimes those stars are overrated. It's really about the King Miller heart.
Yeah.
Them the kind of running backs that's gonna make it.
You know what's crazy is, Daryl, now that you're saying that, I was
Yeah.
talking to a major guy today, alumni guy, and one of the things that I said to him was, you kind of want. No, actually, I was talking to him about something else. I was talking to my twin brother. I got a twin brother, and we were
Oh,
talking about the transfer portal and NIL, and the conversation kind of went to the point we were talking about how hungry is some of the guys. Like back in the day, guys just played. And I'm not
yeah.
hating on nobody money. Please don't think I'm hating on nobody money, because I'm not. But
Right.
I think from a college football standpoint, the transfer portal, guys hopping around, I think we saw guys that were being better, more developed than what they are now. And I think it's hard to get developed when guys are bouncing around. And,
Right.
I think when you under a certain type of coaching for a certain period of time, and you learning from that aspect of it, it's easier to be developed, and you get developed better under one system,
Yeah.
opposed to bouncing from place to place to place because you're looking for money. Now, I'm not saying everybody's looking for money, because everybody's situation is different, but I think that from overall the game may be somewhat watered down, if you will, because guys are not. It's different. This is a different
Yeah.
era we living in.
Yeah. But King Miller is a throwback.
He's a throwback.
Yeah.
He wasn't making no money. He came in
Right.
here and he wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's who's gonna always rise to the top. I don't care
Yeah.
how many stars you got in front of me, and you're not beating me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, you was all this and all that. Like the one man said, when I was a pitcher, he said I struck out of 8 out of 9 batters every game. This
Yeah.
is Anthony Peeler was trying to make it in baseball.
Yeah.
And Anthony Peeler, so the coach said, that ninth guy that you couldn't strike out? He said, yeah. He said, well, they're all outfield. Yeah.
No,
So,
I agree.
yeah, you either come ready or get ready to come in and still learn.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
but King Miller is straight hungry. He don't care about that, man. He made them fall in love with him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
practice. That's what comes at practice, man. I don't care about where you from. I don't
Yep.
care if you was an All-American. I'm not going to give in to you. I'm gonna play.
Absolutely.
And when he got his
Absolutely.
chance, man. He put a wrench in all kind of recruiting.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
Daryl, I got to take some more of these calls, but I definitely
All right.
appreciate you.
All right, brother. God bless. And I love your show, man.
Hey, I
Keep
appreciate
it
you,
going.
brother.
Keep it going, bro. You blowing up.
I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
God bless.
All right, fight on. Dan,
All right, what's going on, man?
what's up, big dog?
Nothing, just eating some Thanksgiving leftovers.
Hey, man, I'm trying to get rid of that crap. I ate a whole pie, man. I'm jacked up right now, but it's all good. We about to unclog this system in a minute.
Oh man, I just think the transfer portal it's just a new era. I'm not.
Absolutely.
I can't. You can't take it personal with these players anymore.
No,
Like
it's not.
the loyalty and fans just have to understand. Like it is what it is. Like it's not that they don't want to be here. It's that they have other opportunities. And
Yep.
honestly, if you look at the big picture, I mean, I think over time they're gonna have to do like a 2-year contract with these kids so they can maybe get out of their contract afterwards, just to make sure, just so the coaches know for at least 2 years they know who they have on the roster. They'll be
Yeah.
be easy to plan. Like, but I think overall it's made parity in college football because
Yeah,
look
it is.
look at the rankings now. Like you have like before, if this wasn't here, we would already know it'd be Bama, a few teams that can make a championship, maybe 3 teams. And
Yeah.
now they legitimately probably have about at least 6 or 7 teams that can win the championship this year. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, look at Indiana. I ain't never had football before, but they have a chance. So there's gonna be other schools doing this. I mean, I just like the parity it's kind of created, and we're gonna lose players just like everyone else is gonna lose players, and we're gonna get players just like everyone else is gonna get players. It's just gonna cycle through. It is what it is. But I mean, what can we do?
No, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, and people could talk about tampering. You will never be able to control it. You will never. The way everything is structured, I mean, there's no way anybody will ever know anything. And so, hey, it is what it is. I mean, they start working on rosters at the beginning, middle, and at the end of the season, man. So, yeah. So, hey, this is a question. You just got here. Who's leaving? So, I just heard Brylon Conley's leaving, which is a shocker to me. And I hate that. Brian Jackson, I hated as well. He's leaving. I just saw somebody else, but I don't even want to mention that name because it's not official yet on my phone. And Xavier Jordan, he's leaving. So hey, man, it's tough and it's rough, but these are casualties that come with it, man. We got the number one class coming in. I understand that they making space, they making room. NIL has to be a factor. What's up, big dog? So all of these things are involved, man. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think like what the other guy was saying, you're gonna have more. You can probably have a lot more players like King Miller coming up through the crops now because before, those guys are walk-ons. Never, they're in their mind they can probably hope they can probably make a. If they're walk-on, they would probably think they can probably make a practice squad just to have a chance at NFL now. But now that these guys know they can come in and walk on and have a chance to make NIL money, they're gonna be even more motivated. A lot of these kids who are like walk-ons and all this stuff, they're gonna be even more motivated to try and get that time now.
Yeah.
Because now they know they don't have to wait. They don't have to make the NFL. If they can just get a shining spot, they can get some money in college.
No, that's facts. That's facts, fam. So, I appreciate you, man, coming in. I'm gonna take some more of these calls, man.
All right, fight on.
All right, fight on. Stefan, what's up, big dog?
Hey, what's going on with you, USC, Jay? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm good. How's everything going, bro?
Oh, man, I can't complain. I mean, I figured that B Jack was going to get up out of here because it was crowded. I didn't know what's the kid, the number one, Elijah? Is it what's the running back that went out for the year? Is it Elijah number one?
No. Eli. Sanders. Yeah.
I didn't know he was a one and done. I thought he was Jordan. I thought he was going to be back another year.
I mean, he's gone, man. He went to Iowa State. Then from Iowa State, I think he went to New Mexico to USC.
I figured that though, but how do you feel about if, like, I think we was talking about, like, if Jaden Mayaba come back? What does that say with Hassan Longstreet? Does he want to wait another year? You know what I'm saying? I hope we don't lose him because of that. You know what I mean? And
man,
you know what I mean?
Did you get? I gotta almost get out of here too. But did you hear? P. Stevens say. Did you hear me and Jaywalk? Matter of fact, I got to do a video about it. But I don't know if you heard me and Jaywalk talk about. That's a touchy situation too, man.
Right.
I got a video coming out about it, but I just hope
kids want to play, and I.
But that's what this whole transfer portal thing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you just coming in late. Xavier Griffin. I said Xavier Griffin. Xavier Jordan's in the transfer portal. Bryan Jackson's in the transfer portal, and Brylon Conley's in the transfer portal. That's not a rumor. It's official.
Facts.
That's what we're doing this about. I'm just responding to that comment. So it's a sticky situation, bro. And I'm just like, hopefully,
kind of what we used to, because I know you used to it too.
Yeah.
I just look at it like, just wait your turn. That's, but I get it. Everybody, this is a new era, I guess we in, you know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that it's like that though, because I feel like iron sharpens iron, you know what I mean? And, go ahead.
But you think about the Pete Carroll days. That doesn't even exist no more. When Jaywalk was here, Jaywalk, he talked about it. He played. Me and Jaywalk had Herschel Dennis on it. Remember when? I don't know if you remember Herschel Dennis.
No, I do.
Herschel Dennis talked about how, he had to start a spot. He scored that touchdown against Auburn. After he scored that, he got hurt. Then he was behind Reggie Bush. He was behind Lindell White. So you had all of these, and then you had Matt Castle, you had Matt Leinart, you had all of these guys that were quarterbacks and all of the talent. But a lot of those guys stuck it out. You know what I'm saying?
And Matt Castle really didn't even touch the field like that.
He never touched the field. Yeah.
And he got to the NFL and got burned. But it's like, it's crazy. But it just, it just depends on, the player, I guess, or whatever. I really hope we can kind of somewhat get back to that though, where it ain't so much of these kids. But I hate to bring this kid up, but like Malachi Nelson, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he should have stayed in the program and learned under Lincoln Riley and got a little bit better, you know what I mean? And his situation now is just kind of like, man, I feel for him because it's like, I know he's looking at his boy Lemon like, damn, my boy over there balling.
I
You know
think
what I
he,
mean?
I think he's one of the guys that could, but particularly because of his position. I think he's one of the guys that could have benefited off of a guy like
Yeah,
Lincoln Riley coaching him.
I really
But
feel that way. I
yeah,
really do.
yeah. But at the end of the day, those times, like I said, don't exist because the transfer portal, the NIL, it changes the game on everything, bro. Like you talking about a bag, somebody waving a bag in your face. It's like, not only can I go play, but I can go buy my mama a car. You
I
feel me?
understand that, but you got to weigh your options out too, though. But my thing is it going to benefit you? So, say for instance, right? We talking about, let's just use him as an example. Yeah, you getting a bag offered from you from Boise or whatever. They talking about they're gonna give it to you. But let's just say you stay under Lincoln Riley and you learn from him and you actually develop. And once you get out there, you shine and you do your thing. The bag is bigger at the other level. Now now your draft stock then picked up, and now everybody looking at you like, okay, we want to take him off the board the first round. Now you didn't pass that bag up from Boise, which was a good thing. Now your draft stock is now you're going to get this first round guaranteed draft pick money. I guess you just got to weigh your options, and you can't have no yes people around you that's just going agree with everything. You got to have people that's going to give you the hard truth and tell you the truth,
yeah.
wait your turn. But
Yep.
it is what it is, though. But that's all I wanted to say, though. USCJ, I know you got some other people backed up, so I'm gonna let you go, though. I'm gonna tap in with you, though.
All right, big dog. Hey,
all right, fight on.
Josh, what's up, family?
What's up, my guy? How are you, man?
Man, what's the word?
Man, I watched that Caden Dixon Wyatt video, man. You had me hype earlier today.
hey, we it's going down. We got a bunch of guys coming in, bro, and hey, unfortunately, the transfer portal giveth and the transfer portal taketh away. We gonna lose some guys, man, but hey, I trust the coaches, bro.
Yeah, and these kids, man, and to the last callers, what the last caller said, some of these kids need that money now for their family. So
hey, I don't know. That's what I talked to a lot. I don't know where everybody else grew up, but I remember where I grew up. I mean, I grew up 4 miles from the Coliseum. I'll let that sink for a second. And so it's like that type of money coming in some of these guys' hands, bro. But everybody's situation. Some people want to actually play, but then some people want a bag, man. You know what I mean? So It is what it is.
That's how I try not to get on these kids for transferring and stuff. But like B Jack, I mean, he's a great running back. He can go get burned somewhere else. But man, if we got Waymon and King Miller now, and then
I think he saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, 100%. But I wish those kids all the best, man. Brylon Conley, that one sucks, man.
I think that's the biggest shocker. Man, that one kind of hurts because I had him on here, interviewed him and all that, and you kind of get attached to these kids. I thought he was starting to make strides. I thought I saw him playing a lot last game. Yeah,
he was in there. Yeah. He's tall. He's taller and physical, and that's awesome. But I wish these kids all the best, man. Who do you think we got coming in? What kind of positions do you think we're targeting to bring in?
We had the discussion about receivers, man, but I think when you look at this is me personally, I'm not the coach, but me personally, when I looked at the games we lost, Oregon, and I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to turn the question back on you. We lost against Oregon, we lost against Notre Dame, and we lost against
Illinois.
What was the main issue in those games?
D-line.
So what do you think we need to go after?
D-line. Hey, and just because they come from the SEC, like you said earlier, I watched that video earlier. It doesn't matter if you're 6'5", 380, if you're getting pushed back 6 yards every play.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the question I ask myself. I understand the Nick Marsh thing. I understand that, but I feel like some of the receivers, you remember when Jordan Addison was here, we had so many receivers and ultimately a bunch of guys entered the portal. So, I mean,
Nick Marsh from Michigan State.
Yeah.
He's from LA.
Yeah. He's in the portal. So I mean,
he's in the portal. Ooh.
Yeah, and he's a physical receiver. So hey, we'll see what happens.
We need to get some of these local kids. Well, all right, man. I'll get out of here, man.
All right, family. Absolutely, fight on. All right, this is gonna be my last. Alan.
Hey.
How you doing, Alan?
I'm doing fine. Okay, so I'm the throwback guy, right? I understand what all you guys are saying. only thing that I thought was really good this year was that they made this class that's coming in commit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was good because you at least get somebody to put in some type of roots. They may be small roots, but there's some type of roots.
Yeah.
And that's what always bothered me about this portal stuff is that there was too many, you got a portal after spring, you got a portal in the winter, you got all, and I don't know. I'm going back to my days, and there was something about competition.
Right.
And there was something about loyalty.
Right.
And I hate to see us get away from that because then you've just got mercenaries, and you don't want mercenaries. You want somebody who wants to actually be there too, that wants to play with these guys. You want to play as a team, because if you have mercenaries, you're not playing as a team.
I totally see. I totally see it from all sides, Alan, and I agree with you on. I just see it from all sides, and the reason
Right.
I think it's different now, like especially from the Pete Carroll days when all that competition was going on. I think when the money got involved, Alan, I really believe with all my heart that really opened it up to be almost like a junior, a minor league football, if you will, and it's giving, and the fact that let's blame it on the NCAA. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
they allowed this stuff to happen with no real regulations, and now you got it to where guys see what's happening is, Alan, and I can tell you, I know for 100% sure, guys are getting inboxed and messages from all over the place during the middle of the season, the beginning of the season, and after the season. Guys already know that they're going to get in the portal before the season's even over, believe it or not. And so this is the type of environment that we're dealing with now when you talk about college football. And at the end of the day, we love it when it benefits us, such as the Caleb Williams. Oh, it was great when he came over. But on the flip side, when you got guys that you kind of attached to, like myself, and I love, Brylon, Conley, Bryan Jackson, these guys, you hate it. But at the end of the day, sometimes we get casualties in the war. And that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, I don't like it, but it's a part of it.
I just don't want to see us get even away from what it is in pro football. I mean, if it gets beyond what's in pro football, then that's crazy too.
It's the Wild Wild West. Absolutely.
Right, because there's things you can do you can do in college that you can't even do in pro now, as far as free agency and bonuses.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
That's not right.
You're right. There's contracts. You got to stay at least 5 years. But I mean, that's a whole, it's crazy. But I agree. I understand. I totally get it. But I think, unfortunately, Alan, the college football that we knew with Keith Jackson calling those games, man, the old school Keith Jackson calling the Rose Bowl. Oh, my God. No, you did not just hold
What
on.
happened?
Oh, man, I cannot believe this. Gus Cordova? Man, all right. I'm about to, all right, I'm done.
Now you're going to agree with me.
I'm just, all right,
You're going to
man.
agree with me now.
I can't even. Let me get out of here.
Okay, talk to you later.
This is, all right, Alex. I just, oh, my God. I'm out, man. I am out. Two guys that I interviewed on this show, man. Gus Cordova and Brylon Conley. All right. I'm out of here, man. Hey, you guys stay blessed. I gotta soak this stuff in. I'm out. Fight on. Unbelievable.